know, we're all self-employed and we all sit here and we wake up in the morning and do we have a plan? Do we not have a plan? If we don't have a plan, I made you a plan. Just pick. But what I found is that when I put things on the calendar, they actually happen. If you time block and say, I'm gonna do this activity for this long, and you actually put it on the calendar and you actually follow your calendar, you'll be amazed at what you guys can get done. I'm a creature of that, for sure. But I thought, well, there's some, you know, every day we have to be lead generating. We have to, there's nothing else for us to do. If we don't generate leads, we're not, don't pass that back. Thanks. If we're not generating leads, we're not making any money. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, gosh, what am I gonna do today? I hope this helps you guys. So I thought we'd go through those, and then I have a really fun, you know, I'm kind of a techie person. I like the technology. My kids, when they were wanting to go on Facebook, I had to do it first. And let me know what you're doing first. And then I don't want to be that grandma that says, Dallas, can you come over and turn my computer on for me? Like, that's not going to be me. I'm going to be ahead of the game. That was my goal. So I have a really fun tech tip for you guys. I just learned it this week. It's super fun. So one of the things that is our number 2 lead generation is open houses. And if you guys are not doing open houses, you gotta be doing something. But that's like a storefront. People are walking in. People are seeing it online. One of the tips in here is to definitely take and add your open houses as fast as possible. If you know your month-long open houses, add them into the MLS ASAP, because people go in those apps out of our control. They get the, here you go. You're welcome. They get the alerts not only from their saved searches, but if they have an agent or if you're their agent, and they see the open house and they actually put it on their calendar and they actually show up. And the reason I know this is because my number 1 question when someone walks into an open house is, did you follow the signs or did you find us online? And when they say, oh, I found you online, then you're like, oh, well, here's the flyer. Let me know if you've got any questions, and then you find a reason to get their information, right? But if they are just holding off the signs, they're not that hot of a lead, in my opinion, because they're just a neighbor or... Neighbors are good, though. One of our mottos is anyone that you meet in an open house goes into your CRM. If it's a neighbor, great, put them in your CRM. It doesn't matter. Face to face, they now know you, right? But if you guys can schedule those as fast as possible, you'll have a lot more action at your open houses. Okay, so another one of the things that, I think I used this in another class, but on Facebook I see that this couple that I sold a house to 3 years ago, and they found me on Zillow. They had their second baby. And so I sent her a message and I said, uh-oh. I said, congratulations. Uh-oh. No, I'm kidding.
I think you commented on the post.
I commented on the post and I said, your house is gonna feel really small now. Time to upgrade. And guess what?
Kind of like as a joke, but not a joke, right? And then
Just a reminder to all their friends that I'm a realtor. And it wasn't a joke. Like, they actually called and they're like, hey, actually, we do need to talk to you. We need to move. So that was, use your social media. Obviously, you gotta have a life, right? So have some fun. But at the same time, in your mindset should always be prospecting. And it's kind of how I've been wired my whole life. I've been a salesperson forever. So I'm just wired that way. I don't care if I was in the grocery store, I was selling radio advertising. I would chit chat with someone in the grocery store, find out that they actually were the son of AutoZone. And I'm like, no kidding. So I worked for the radio station, and they always would, of course, Perceptions Reality, they would always think that I was a DJ, or not that I was gonna try and sell them something. But whatever they needed to think for me to go get that appointment, right? So it's just constantly putting yourself out there and changing whatever you guys did before real estate, or if you've been in real estate forever. It's reminding people that you're a realtor, and it's changing whatever they thought you were before. It likely took me about 4 years to go from media marketing person to real estate agent in the eyes of my sphere. Gotta keep constantly doing it.
another example on the social media, because I'm really big into the
Dallas is a
social
big
media
social
too.
media, yeah.
I'm not posting as much, but I'm interacting. Like I'm
Yes.
commenting, I'm messaging. Like for example, someone that you know, their kids are going off to college, or last kid's going off to college, I'll
Yes.
message and say like, oh, I'm sure, you know, it's such a big change if you're looking to downsize now,
Yes.
you know, and it works. I've done it with someone that just got married. I was like, you know what comes after marriage? A house. I said that, and they were like, actually, yeah, we want to meet with you. So,
Use the emojis too, so it gives some personality.
oh yeah, just be you while you're doing
Yeah.
it. But also be a solution, because you know that mostly a lot of life situations come with a move. They do.
You commented on
They
my
do.
son's post when he was posing with whatever his name is, the golfer.
Yes. Oh yeah, Jordan Spieth. I
Yeah.
love Jordan.
You posted a comment and to my son,
Yeah.
and he's never met you.
Oh well.
And he really
he's
likes
my
you.
friend.
He likes you. But I think
We're
it
friends.
creates that relationship before you even meet.
It does. It does. And here's another really powerful way of using your social media is when you see a post like they had a baby, it's actually picking up the phone and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to meet her. How's it going? Is your house gonna feel really small, you know? Now that you've got a full house, we might have to get a bigger one. So those phone conversations, I use that a lot. So when you're in all these trainings and they say call 5 people a day or 10 people a day, that's a great way to utilize a reason to make a phone call. So
Well, that's another thing I do too. I know I'm interrupting you.
that's
But
okay.
we tag
We're
team
kind of a
lot.
team. She's
Um,
a mini me.
oh shoot, I just lost the train of
Oh,
thought.
that is so mean.
There you go.
No, it'll come back to me.
You make
I
phone
make
calls.
phone
You look at
calls.
social media, you make phone
Well,
calls.
that's what I do. So when yes.
I
So,
got her.
and I go through my Facebook and Instagram as like my sphere, not just my phone.
Yep.
Well, both. But if I have them on my social media, I'll look up their recent posts to see if I can talk about something that they posted recently.
Yes, because
Like-
they're putting themselves out
like,
there.
oh, you just joined a baseball team? I don't know, you know, or
Total stalking.
or that you got a new job. Like you want to put that in the conversation because that's the personal touch, right? So you're not feeling so salesy.
You guys
You
don't
don't just
realize.
talk about real estate.
You guys don't realize you're really stalkers. This is what you are. You're
You
stalkers.
should be. Yeah, you should
If
be.
you're not stalking, you're not doing the job, because here's a key. So a neighbor walks into the open house. You say, hey, so nice to meet you. Your name's John? Great. Yeah, I live down on South Street. Very cool. I always make a note, John South Street. And then I go to tax records and I look up John South Street and I go, oh, that must be him. And I add him to the CRM. And now he gets our mailers, right? So he has a face to a name. Now it's not just a random postcard coming in his mailbox, in my opinion.
What do you measure? On your CRM?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
Did you have one of these? Everyone has one? Okay. I feel like someone walked in and I missed them. Okay, so your past, any of your past sales, this is something else when I'm like, okay, what could I do to generate leads today? So you know, Zillow has just taken over. They just did. It's no one's fault. I wish I would have invented Zillow. I'm sad I didn't. So in my opinion, Zillow is a big fishing pond. And they throw out whatever they want to throw out. Zestimate, your this, whatever, this is a hot property, that whatever they're throwing out to people. And people give them credibility. Our seller, right up the street here, he says, we have a 5-star rating on Redfin. We're a
hot property.
hot property on Zillow. And I'm like, oh God bless America.
It's on Redfin.
It means nothing. So Zillow is an algorithm. The way I explain it to our sellers is Zillow is a huge fishing pond, and you're the fish. And the second you push a button, because they got to you somehow, they sell your information to a realtor, and that realtor calls you. It's brilliant. It's genius. I wish I would have thought of it, but I didn't. However, Zestimate is a fake word. It's an algorithm. They have no clue what your house is worth. So I like to send an email with, here's a true estimate, not a Zestimate, not a fake Zestimate. Here's a true estimate, not a fake Zestimate of your property. So to all the people that are that have bought from us in the last 3 years, we always kind of go 3 years and back. Well, I do. And I send that information to them. Here's a real live estimate, just thought you might want to know, in case you're watching these other sites. So not only does it give you credibility, but it also gives them information that might get them thinking, God bless you.
Thank you.
So Another thing, if you guys are like wondering what to do, add to your calendar these realtor tours. The big one here is the Pinnacle Peak Luxury Home Tour. You guys should attend. I think is it $12?
Yeah.
It's something like $12, and it's,
It includes breakfast and lunch.
yeah, so they feed you. So in this case, food isn't free, but kind of is. So $12, and you go in and they have a great speaker. The last speaker was awesome. They give you valuable information that you can post about, you can talk to your clients about. If you're not going to those tours, you're not networking with other realtors, and I can tell you that when it's you up against a stranger realtor that this realtor's never met, you probably have a better shot at getting the deal, especially in a competitive market like today. So get to know your fellow realtors. We all can't do this whole state by ourselves. We all need each other. So get to know them, A, but B, preview properties. And if you guys don't have anything to do, and you're like, what else could I do? Go on MLS, look at vacant properties of your interested area, and just schedule showings and agent previews and go check it out. Because if you don't know the inventory, then you really aren't doing a good job for your client, right?
That's another thing I do. I love the home tours because of all of what you said, but also because I take pictures of all the homes I go see, and then I use them for social media the next few months.
Dallas
I
gets
love your
content.
stories. I do.
Thank you.
It's like really luxury, yeah.
So Dallas gets content from her.
And I've gotten people
Home tours.
messaging me, saying,
Yes.
where is that? And I'm like, it's over here. Are you looking to buy? And I'm like, yeah, actually. Or my parents are.
It is,
Yeah.
it's a conversation starter, so use
It
those
is.
photos. I think that they have a rule that you have to ask the listing agent photos.
Yeah, but the
I
listing
haven't
agents-
had one turn us down yet.
Yeah.
They all are like, go for it, right? But those home tours, if anybody wants to join us or sit with us, Dallas, Frankie, Christy, we all try to go every other Friday. It's every other Friday. This Friday there isn't one, so I think it's
But
2
there's
Fridays.
tons of Scottsdale home tours. There's the
There
Hunter
is.
Scottsdale, the luxury one in Oncala.
Where do you find these? You find them on
Most of
SAR?
them are on SAR, but
Under-
that one, the Pinnacle Peak one that you and
Is
I go
not.
to a lot, is separate now.
Yeah.
So,
So go on the STAR website, look under RMS, is it Realtor Marketing Sessions? They always have to have their own names, couldn't be a home tour.
Yeah.
And just put it on your calendar, check it out, there's an 85254, we attend that most of the time when we have a listing over there.
there's Cave Creek, there's Phoenix, there's Biltmore. I mean,
Wherever you guys
name it.
want to farm and be a part of, I highly recommend you go there and check out the inventory. It gives you great content and it gives you knowledge. And how many times have we been on a home tour and we're like, oh my God, this is perfect for Sam. Sam, we gotta show you this house, right? So it gives you another reason to call somebody. Which brings me to my next statement. Are you guys all familiar with the hot sheet on MLS? God bless you, Sonny. Okay, so my routine, everyone has a morning routine. Okay, I am not a morning person. So I wake up, I'm like, okay, what text messages came in? I'm not even out of bed yet. Okay, what emails do I need to answer? If the phone rings, I'm like, oh, not right now. I'll have to get back to you. Can I call you back in 20? Okay, and then, and then I look at the hot sheet. I cannot tell you how many emails I send out to our sphere or even my agents of, hey, this would be perfect for Sam or this would be perfect for so-and-so. The hot sheet is everything that went on the market in the last 24 hours. It's everything that went under contract the last 24 hours. Everything that sold, which is good for your comping if you want to comp. Hey, this, I know you're looking to sell next year, but this house just sold and it's just like yours. I haven't seen it that high yet. Maybe sooner than later. Because you're advisors, right? And it's like anything that came back on the market, it's just boom, 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 boom. And you can't sort it by area, but what I do is I click on the map, because I don't need to go to Goodyear right now, unless I have a hot buyer. I click on the map and I just kind of like look in my circle, and I click, 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 and that kind of, so that's what I would do. So that hot sheet is another really great way of reaching out to your sphere, or any client, or any open house person, any reason for the guy you met at the grocery store.
Yeah, just knowing what's new on the market has been a huge conversation starter for us, I feel
How many of
like.
those do you send out a day on average, do you think?
I have to say probably like 3 to 5.
And they're all individualized. like,
Individual.
I'm thinking of this person for this property for this reason.
I'm not even out of bed, you
We're not
guys.
really automated people.
No, I think.
Yeah.
it's
We are,
fantastic.
but
That
no, I'm not even out of
touch is
bed and I'm doing this.
That's high value touch right there.
It's huge. It's a huge, huge, huge thing, and it gets the conversation started. You either get a yes or no. Oh, that looks great, or no, don't like that one at all. Okay, I'll just keep at it. You know, it makes you a professional, and it gives you another reason to get in touch, and your brain will get spurred just randomly. Like my father would like to sell his house like 5, 10, 20 years ago, but he hasn't done it yet. So if I see a house in his neighborhood, I still send it to my own father. Hey, this one just sold. Maybe we should put you on the market. You know, like you owe nothing. Cash it in. Spend it. You know, so even my own father, I send him to. So your family, your friends, any investor you might have met at an open house, anybody you met at an open house, it's just a great way of you just kind of triggering your own mind. And I haven't even had coffee yet, you guys. I haven't even gotten out of bed and I'm clicking and sending. So that's my
I don't
best.
recommend that.
That's my best tip of the day. I'm telling you, you can do this in your sleep. Schedule coffee or lunch or any face-to-face meeting. So when you guys are meeting with your friends, they're like, hey, let's have a birthday lunch, right? Go have the birthday lunch. Hi. Have the birthday lunch, but then also like bring up your life during that birthday lunch. Like you don't want you do want everything to be about you, always, but at the end of the day, have those lunches, have those fun, enjoy your friends and family, have your Thanksgiving dinner, but don't forget to bring up the market, or people do it anyway, right? The one thing people love to talk about is, hey, how's the market? Fantastic!
Really good.
Or like when the market was kind of up and down, I'm like, well, it depends on what you're talking about. What are you talking about? So you want to have the conversations. So any face-to-face meeting that you have, just remember to ask for referrals. Here's how I do it. So do you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell? No, Kelly, but when I do, I'm gonna let them know. And then guess what happens? 3 weeks later, I gave someone your number because you reminded them, right? So.
What about the Starbucks name tag story?
I didn't put it in here.
I know, it's a good one.
Did you look through the whole thing?
I did, it's
Oh.
not in there. It's not in there. Talk about it.
Okay, Dallas is interrupting. So, she's just like her mother. Okay, so in Starbucks, I had my name tag on. I highly recommend name tags. I know some people think that they're not so great. I think they're fantastic. It's a subtle way of people striking up conversations with you. You don't even have to do it. So I went to grab something from like the water or something, and I turned around and I said, how's your day going? To the guy next to me. And he's like, it's going great, going great. Chit-chatted for a little while. He recognizes my name tag. That guy says, hey, I actually need to buy a couple condos. I'm like, no kidding. Yeah, we're from Alaska, and the market here is so good. This is about 4.5 years ago. Market here is so good, and the taxes are really low. I'm like, yeah, they are. What area are you looking for? Start talking about the area, everything else. I don't know about you guys, but I don't carry business cards because people don't call me for my business cards. So what I do is I say, let me send, he's like, can I get your card? And I said, actually, let me send you my contact card. So I created my own contact in my own phone, and I pushed share contact. I'm an Apple user, so I don't know how the other phones work, but I share contact. I go, what's your phone number? And what was your name? Oh, Mr. Brown, it's so nice to meet you. Let's maybe go look on Thursday. And guess what? 2 sales. Starbucks. Name tag. Is that the story?
Yeah. I thought it was a good one.
It
I'm
is.
like, that was free. I mean, you're gonna have to really read.
There's so much
spend
free
money.
marketing for us. You guys don't have to spend any money on anything. Just go out there and be you. Okay, so what do you guys do for fun? For real, think about your life. Are you on a hockey team? Do you go to the dog park and you love your animals so much? Do you, whatever you do. Do golf? If you guys golf, stop golfing with your buddies, go golf and be added to a foursome. Isn't that what it's called? I'm not a golfer. I'm a wannabe golfer. But go get yourself added so you can talk to strangers. There's a guy on another team that all he does is golf 5 days a week, and then that's how he grows his business. And I'm not even kidding. He says open houses are not my thing. Open houses are our thing. And if anybody would like to shadow me or any of my teammates on an open house, we'll show you how to lead capture because we're super successful at it. We're always open anytime anybody wants to shadow, watch, chat, whatever. That's our thing. But Dallas goes to the dog park and starts talking to dog owners, and she's got a new dog now, so her life has changed. So whatever it is you guys like to do, incorporate those people into your sphere, your CRM. If you have a son or daughter that's in a sport, don't forget those parents. Get to know those parents, add them to your marketing. They already know you. I've helped, my son was on a basketball team. I didn't figure this out till my son was on a basketball team. And I volunteered and I had to get everyone's email address to get them to participate. Well, I added them into my marketing and I've sold probably 4 parents condos in Tempe. And now those kids are about ready to graduate, so I'll be selling their kids places and then selling their condos in Tempe. So it's like, don't forget who you already know, and don't forget, if they want to unsubscribe, they can unsubscribe. Don't take that personally. If you work out at the gym, take off your headphones. Don't be unless you have to be in another world once in a while, I get it, but at the end of the day, there's people everywhere at the gym.
Dell
Start
said
chatting.
last week, he said that there's an agent that wears a Remax shirt to the gym and he gets like 2 deals a year just from having a Remax shirt on because people will come up to him, which I rather do because I don't want to socialize at the gym. But someone can come up to me if they want because I'm wearing a Remax shirt.
Yeah, these are all just ideas for you guys. It's not like, do this. It's like, Dallas does the dog park or she sits at Starbucks and, you know, she has her things, she does open houses. But if you guys aren't lead generating them, these are just ideas. Like, don't put your headphones on at the gym. Start chatting with people. Know your neighbors. Go out into your neighborhood and be helpful to your neighbors. I just helped the neighbor next door sell his car, and he's so indebted to me. I'm gonna tell everybody I know that you're a realtor and that you're the best realtor ever. I'm like, thank you. Okay. So, if you're not out there meeting your neighbors, that's a huge area that you're missing. You already know the neighborhood. You already know who lives next door. You know where the barking dogs are. You know everything there is to know. You go into your neighborhood and just go into Monsoon and add the neighbors that are closest to you into your CRM. You know, so it's a really, really powerful. If you have a dog, walk the dog. If you just exercise outside, riding your bike, whatever, just talk to them. Hi, how's your day going? Where do you live? Oh, I'm right around the corner. How do you like the new store that opened? You know, you just start chatting. Next thing you know.
Money.
Money, money, money! Okay, who's on next door?
Coyotes keep coming through my property.
There's coyotes.
Brian Keller.
So.
Did you guys hear that plane go over our house?
Hey, helicopters at 2 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
Are we in a flight path?
So,
That
the way,
should just be called old people app.
I love it.
Are you
For real.
too?
I love it. So here's how I use Nextdoor. I see people say, hey, I need a really good handyman, blah, blah. I have, on my Nextdoor, I have Kelly Griffin Porter, a little cute squirrely thing, and it says Remax. That's how my Nextdoor profile is. So when I commented, I commented that my boxer got bit by a rattlesnake second time. There's rattlesnakes in the area, just wanted you to know. Next thing you know, I'm getting all these questions. Was it in a house that you're listed or is it your house? So it's like, how priceless is that, you guys? It sucks that he got bit again. He survived, he's fine. But 2 things. I thought the first time was snake training. It doesn't work that way, just so you know. Not with boxers. But the Nextdoor app, I also will go on and say, if anyone's looking for an amazing housekeeper, Amalia Alvarado rocks. She's been my housekeeper for 22 years. Super honest, super reliable, helped me raise my kids, loves animals, blah, blah, blah. Here's her number. And so it's Kelly Griffin, Porter Remix. So Amalia gets flooded with business because you have credibility as a realtor. And then Amalia, I'm helping her with her sister this afternoon. And you're putting a post out there that shows you're an agent. So next door, I know it's totally annoying. I just use it in a different way. I'm kind of programmed to where if something bothers me, I just try to find something that doesn't bother me about it and focus on that. So this is my personality. Facebook groups. There's the Cave Creek Infamous Bulletin Board. I love that group because, and I do some business in Cave Creek, but that group is like, the wildlife you see on that Facebook page is amazing. So when you comment, people know you're an agent, but then also when you say, hey, an open house this weekend over here, unless they take it down, but I haven't had mine taken down yet, you get a pretty good turnout. So there's Facebook groups. When someone says something about something that you can comment on, I need an electrician. Hey, my favorite electrician is so-and-so, he's worked on all my clients' houses, but whatever. You know, it just gives you some credibility. So comment on posts in Facebook. I'm just teaching you how to use social media. It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay for Facebook ads. Just go start commenting on things. Okay, so this one was, does everybody have a Breakthrough Broker account? No? So Breakthrough Broker, Troy will get you guys set up if you don't have one. Fidelity introduced me to this website, and I actually went on it yesterday to see, like, do they have lead generation ideas? This one's from them. So I like it, and I like it. It's a Starbucks one again. So in the drive-through line, they said, get to know the baristas. And so my baristas know me. I ordered from the app, they're like, oh, Mobile Kelly's here. You know, I'm like, oh, thanks, in a hurry, gotta go, bye. Right, so you get to know your baristas, they get to know you anyway, it's their job. When you're in the line, it says to pay for the person behind you. And then ask the barista to give you your business card and write on the back, I hope you're having a great day. Our business cards we can't write on the back, so.
Yeah, Breakthrough Broker is a free resource, free account. Once again, Troy can get you an account. Or I think you can actually just go on Breakthrough Broker nowadays, right? And make an account, or what?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know we can.
Go to Troy.
Possibly.
But it's amazing, there's lead generation tips on there, there's flyer templates, there's open house tips. I mean, like, everything we're talking about today
I haven't
is
even
on there.
tried to use
100.
it until yesterday.
Oh, I love it, it's so cool. I go on there for fun. It's just,
Dallas has a marketing love, so she loves that stuff too, but, okay, so that one was
If you're
on,
interested, just give me your card or something, I'll set you up. It's super easy.
yeah, it's a good account.
Tons of marketing value in it.
once again, free, and
Yeah.
I think it should cost money because it's actually really valuable.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's free.
Yeah.
Export.
It might be free to us and not
What-
anybody else.
There's even luxury stuff. It's not just for like beginner agents. Dell talks a lot about what is already in there, but it's good.
If you guys want to spend money, because sometimes you just can't help yourself, you're like, this free stuff. It's almost like, do you guys know that ice is the #1 cure for most things? Because what happens is, you put the ice on the area, your body thinks it's going into frostbite, so it sends all the fresh blood to that area, and that's what heals. But ice is free, so people don't use it. So if you don't want to use these free things, and you want to spend money, there's great resources. So yesterday, I haven't been on the RE/MAX Mac Center in a while, and the reason I haven't is because I thought it was a Mac versus that website thing, and it kept like locking me out, and I just kind of like, well, forget it, I'll just go on to something else. Went back on there yesterday, when I was preparing this, I thought, oh, we have our own design center. So I haven't used that one yet, but I'm going to start because now my computer is compatible. They must have fixed whatever the bug was. But what I have been using is everyone aware of the Every Door Direct Mail? Yeah? No? Okay, so go to USPS.com, which is your United States Postal Service. You go to Business Tools, I think it's called, Business something, Business Section, Business Tools, and then it's called EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail. What you can do you can send a postcard that you don't have to address, you don't have to mail it out, all you do is like stack it in 500s or actually 50s, I think it's 50s. I haven't done this in a while, I've delegated this. You stack your postcards in, I believe 50s, and you put the piece of paper that they tell you to download and wrap around it, and you take it to your post office, and they give it to the route guy, and the route guy puts it in every mailbox. And it's a postcard for you, and it's cheaper than sending it out direct. If you need any more information about that, call me, let me know, I'm happy to help.
So
But,
it's just whatever postcard you're sending?
yeah.
I mean, just, okay.
But it's a size, they have their
Limitations.
specifications. So you can go to Vistaprint and actually print a postcard, send it to yourself, and then package them and take them over there, but it's a lot cheaper. Dallas!
I'm a core fact lover.
Oh yeah, that's next.
Oh,
And on that real quick, on the EDM too, if you need help, we work with some printers that will do that service for
Oh.
next to nothing.
I would use
and
Troy.
and Stuff.
Because
But
we should be actually.
I haven't done an EDDM in a while, but
it's just easier, I mean, because that's what they do, and that's what I think it's $10 or something, they'll do the whole thing or whatever, and it's easier, but.
I did it in my farm area for a long time. And my title rep actually, back in the day, wrapped them for me, just saying.
Who was that? Who was your title rep?
Things have
Was
changed.
it daughter?
That was old school.
Like all of a sudden I got all these, they're all wrapped and packaged and pretty, and there's a rubber band and the things over them. I'm like, great, just drop them off at the post office, that's no problem. Okay, so Dallas is a lover of CoreFact. CoreFact gives you these beautiful postcards. Do you wanna talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
I should have brought the example.
And
I
once
didn't-
again, Troy and Samantha know about CoreFact as well. Samantha, right? But no, CoreFact is another EDDM service, kind of like all in one-stop shop. So it's Core, C-O-R-E, fact, F-A-C-T.com. But it includes the design, like you can pick your template front and back, and they're really
It
nice.
is super easy, it gives you a template,
And-
and you just plug it all in.
Yeah, you plug
Easy.
it all in, and there's so many templates that it doesn't feel so generic. It looks custom, in my opinion.
It
And
does.
we've been doing it to all of our just sold areas, but, what else? There's also, why I love CoreFact is because there's a technology, feature behind it. How do I explain this, like, best?
Gives you a-
You
it
can
gives
fill
you
in
a-
if I-
It gives you a value of your home, so it gives you an opportunity to go on this website
As a
and,
unique code,
It-
so
as a-
it tracks it to the back
Yeah.
end
The
of your.
recipient of the card.
yeah, so the homeowner gets the card, they go onto this website and they punch in their code and it brings up their property and it alerts Dallas, hey, so-and-so just asked for a value of their property. So it's kinda cool, cause then you get to see,
Yeah, so you're actually getting a notification saying this address and homeowner just looked up their home estimate through your card. So you can go door knock or send another mailer to that card. You don't get their phone number or email. I'm sure you can get that once again by taking an extra step, by talking to Troy and Samantha.
IVR?
There you go.
Right,
But to me, it's like an extra 10 cents, I would say, just to use CoreFact and to use a Vistaprint, I feel, but I think it's way worth it because you're getting a lead generation system attached to that card.
yeah.
And
So,
so it's
see
cool. I
which
would
one.
just check it out. Just go online, free account once again. You just have to pay for the service.
There's prospectplus.com. They have, if you guys need those beautiful brochures designed with the hardcover stock, blah, blah, blah. They've got all kinds of stuff on there. But then the Max Design Center, we have a center that offers discounts to RE/MAX. I'm still learning it, but I'm back again. I'm super excited. I got super excited yesterday when I was like, oh my God, it's all new. And it's not shutting down. I'm so excited. So they figured out how to work with Mac, or maybe it was just me, user error, which is
I had trouble too.
possible. Oh, but it's not me, not me. Vistaprint.com, we do our business cards there. It's because I did it way back in the day and I got the template and all I do is I just reorder, so it's just easy for me. But those, if you guys wanna spend money, those are some money spending ideas. You could also create the postcards and then go door to door. That's not a bad idea also. Arrange meetings and create an event. Create a first time home buyer event in the apartment complex you live in, or brainstorm ideas, get your title company, get your lenders, get your home warranty people, the people that are all wanting your business, make them work for it. I make them work for it. Yeah.
I just did a block party and it was hugely successful, so I
Oh,
highly
amazing.
recommend it. It's really cheap because it was potluck, so I just brought one thing, everyone else brought stuff, all the kids, we didn't even get a bounce house. And I've got 4 solid leads and an invitation to Super Bowl.
How did you invite everyone?
Door knocking.
Awesome.
I just
Was it in your
knocked.
neighborhood? That's a great way to meet your neighbors.
Yeah, I'm your neighbor, just wanted to kind of, and I talked to some of the neighbors before that, and they said, yeah, a couple years ago we had them, but we just haven't done it lately. There's a ton of new people, a lot of the homes have sold, because it's that like 15-year mark 2-story.
Yeah.
So there was a good turnout, we probably had like.
A block party. Get your lenders and title people involved.
Highly recommend it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good success story.
Awesome, yeah.
Okay, so call your database and update their email addresses, their birthdays. You know when their house was sold. If you don't, you can always go on tax records if it wasn't you. Just update, make sure your database is updated. Every once in a while you gotta check in with it because people do move. Phone numbers do change, jobs change, anything that you might need to know about them, just update it. And give them, it's another reason to give them a call. Hey, I'm just updating my information. You moved companies, right? How's that going? And chit chat, right? Frankie designed a market area update and she pulled MLS information, she created a flyer, and she's been knocking on doors and she's been meeting neighbors in her farm area.
That'll keep the flyer sitting in their house because it'll, all the actives and what's pending and what's sold in the past 3 months. And so they'll keep it.
So Frankie and I were both in marketing and advertising before we were in real estate. So we've got lots of marketing ideas. We keep coming up with them. So that was a really good one, and it gives her a reason to knock on the door and say, just want to let you know what's happening in your neighborhood. She wears her name tag. I wear my name tag so I don't get shot. That's what I always say. No one will shoot me.
Oh my gosh.
Have you guys ever opened the wrong lockbox? Ever?
What do you mean?
So I went to a house. This is a rookie. I learned the hard way. Now every time I go to show a house, I ring the doorbell twice, and then I go and I open the lockbox because my Maps app told me that I had arrived. I have got clients in the car. I'm like, well, we're here. Right there in front of the sign is a sign.
Or so.
I walk in, I open the lockbox, I go in, I start fiddling with the door, I'm chit-chatting with them, blah, blah, blah. And this man opens the door, he goes, what do you want? I'm like, ah! I screamed, I'm like, it was supposed to be vacant, right? Well, the agent didn't have a sign in the yard next door. That's the house I was supposed to be at. So now I ring the doorbell twice before I even go get the key.
Double check the house address.
Or how about when,
Good advice.
yeah, that was like
Yeah.
a heart stopper, you guys. The other thing is when it says vacant and I open the door and I'm like, there's furniture in here.
Right.
They don't tell me it's staged, I'm just like, and the pictures show vacant. I'm like, am I at the right house? Let me check the address. It's an adventure.
Sometimes.
It's an adventure out there. Every time we show houses, there's more stories that come up.
We showed one yesterday and the agent called back. She said, oh, by the way, I know it shows vacant, but their daughter is like there. I was like, what?
It's so-
She's like, but then she was like, well, she left earlier today, so Sunday. I was like, why are you telling me about this thing?
Right? It's so funny. It's a fun job, for
I love
sure.
when you get the signs that say there's like 2 cats in the home, please don't let them out, and you're like, where are the cats? Where are the cats? Like, I don't want to be responsible
And
for
cats
it.
hide anyway.
They usually do, but it's just funny how you feel so pressured when
You do.
it's your responsibility for that 20 minutes you're in there.
I know, we have a listing right now. Christy's at this listing. She's like arranging all the showings at the same time because there's one dog and he's an escape artist. He's a Houdini for sure. So anyway, it's a lot of responsibility. Create an email signature. If you guys don't have an email signature talking about how great you are, make one. Because every time you send it out to whoever, doesn't matter where it goes, you've got an identity, right? Okay, so you're in the area of the neighbor that moved away. Stop by the store, grab some cookies. Hey, I was just in the neighborhood, wanted to drop this off. How's the house? Even if you didn't sell it, doesn't matter. Just find reasons to do nice things, right? So at the luxury home tour last week, the speaker there talked about all this land development that's going on. And he was talking about some things I didn't even know about. He was saying that Buckeye is gonna explode any minute, which it already is. He was talking about how Surprise is the next Gilbert. They're doing a small little Old Town Scottsdale type situation like they did in Gilbert. So there's all this stuff that is going on in their city planning meetings. If you guys go to these meetings, it gives you content to talk about. It gives you reasons to call people you know. It gives you credibility. So that's another thing I thought was a really good idea.
Well, they're building another Anthem in Casa Grande too.
And another Anthem in Casa Grande. We're just getting bigger and bigger. Thank you, California. Okay. So I have my team creating a social media schedule. They have to post 3 times a week about real estate. It's one of the criteria for the new team focus.
Structure.
So I have them creating a plan. If you guys sit down and create a plan and then you actually follow it, it might change because some event happened, but at least you're posting, at least you're planning on it. There's, in that Breakthrough Broker, they do have a social media planner and it has boxes for each of the social medias. So if you don't have an account, go get one. Market to divorce lawyers or probate attorneys. So you know those postcards? Why not just create a list and send them off to these attorneys that have people to refer all the time, right? Follow up with oh, this is the big thing. Just follow up. You don't have some, I've got nothing to do right now. What could I be doing? Go follow up with the people you met last week. Oh, and the week before that. Well, what about the week before that? There's always time to follow up with those open house leads. Okay, so I told you Amalia, I posted about her, she got a bunch of business. She is the best housekeeper, if you guys need one, she's amazing. But I'm showing her sister houses this afternoon. So I asked them for referrals. Amalia, can you post on your next door about how great I am? Yeah, how do I do that? I'll teach you. Here, just copy and paste this. Just help them along, right? So ask you guys refer people all day long. How many phone calls do you get? Hey, do you have someone that installs TVs? Yep, here's the number, let me send it to you. Hey, do you have someone who can fix pool tile on a pool? Yep, here you go, there you go, right? Like, we have so many resources. And they get all of our business, but do you get something back from them? So we wanna ask for reciprocation, don't forget to do that. Dallas bought her car, she said, you need to refer me to at least 3 people. And he did.
I've had 2 closings because of my car guy.
Yep,
Yeah.
so it works. He benefited, he wants to help her succeed,
Yeah.
right? So, that's a big one. I think that we all forget to do that. Okay, here's my tech tip, are you guys ready? So create a video, but don't only create it, actually share it. So if you guys are at all interested, there's this app. I haven't even showed Dallas this yet. There's a phone app and it's called, XUNAMI.
What is it?
Tsunami. It's Tsunami with an X, not a Z. I'm like,
How do you
can you
spell
give
it?
us a better, more marketable name for this product? Okay,
How do you spell it again?
XU. I need glasses. Oh, here's glasses. Thank you.
XUANAMI.
Oh God, I can't see anything. Okay, XUNAMI.
And
Tsunami. You got it? Okay,
I do have it though.
you have it. Do you use it?
I haven't used it yet.
You guys, this is like.
Got it in, that's right.
This is like a no-brainer for our business. So when you go into the app, it'll say video ideas. Are you a realtor? Are you a car guy? Are you I don't even know what half these things say. But anyway, real estate video ideas. And what they do is they give you these ideas. Say you want to talk about open houses or
A sale.
a sale, how to submit a purchase offer. They give you these ideas, you click on it, and when you say record this video, you turn it this way and the script goes here and your camera's here looking at you. So you can see yourself doing it. Once you're done recording and you see is your phone ringing? No. I gotta get
It
back
was
to you
me, I was
later.
trying to call you.
It was Denver too. I'm so sad. So basically, you turn it this way, and they recommend a tripod that has the ring on it. You put your phone there, you push the record, you sit down, and you start talking, and you're reading the script, and then you're done talking, you send the script to them, they edit it for you. They give you this professional video. I watched them. They input stock photos, stock video. You're talking and they have people showing a house like this that they inserted for you. They'll put your logo up there, they'll put your name up there, they do all this stuff for $50 a video.
A video.
Per video. You just record it and send it and they make it amazing.
You have that video forever, so.
You have that video forever.
Can you
Well,
change the
you
script?
guys,
Generic.
You can change it, yeah.
It could be like an educational video for a first-time home buyer or.
Okay.
check it out. That's my tip of the day. I saw it this week and I was like, this is insane. It's like done for you. Don't even think, just put your makeup on and go. Right?
Or not.
Or not.
Well, I'm not putting any makeup
It works. All the actors do it.
on. Do you think if I put makeup on?
Does that have to focus?
It could be.
Give it a shot.
So that's my video tip of the day,
I
but the
need
whole
it.
thing is, if you're not doing video, you're getting left behind because that's what everyone's doing. I know.
Jesus.
I know.
I
It's time to
tell
put
you
that
what,
face out
some
there,
of that
Scott.
video out there is
Some of it's
totally
terrible.
worthless.
These guys make it not homemade. I'm not even kidding. So what he told me was there's one agent that puts the tripod in front of the house, goes and stands in front of it, introduces the house, goes about his day, uploads that, sends him the MLS link, and then he does a voiceover that night. This house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, located in the beautiful Sonoran Desert, blah, 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 blah. And he sends that, and they make him this beautiful video of this house.
And then where does it go? How do you send it out? Do you just like,
They
can you put it in
They send it to you in a Dropbox,
okay,
and then what you do is you download it,
uh-huh.
and then from there you would post it to Facebook. You would upload it to your YouTube channel. YouTube channels you can share like that, but a lot of these apps aren't like on YouTube anymore because Google owns it. It's amazing. You can email it out. Email it to your sphere.
To your sphere.
Mhm.
Okay.
Email it.
There's a demo on YouTube about this whole app if you need it.
I know, I told you guys.
On YouTube for like
I
a
didn't even tell
how-to.
Dallas this yet. This is breaking news. She's my social media guru. Like she just runs with it, you know. So this app was, and it was very interesting. So I am going to push video with you guys as often as you see me because I think it's important. Frankie did a video on Facebook this week. I'm super proud. Frankie teamed up with one of our lender partners and they did a back and forth video and they're gonna do it every week. It's a great idea. If you haven't seen it, go on her Facebook. If you're not friends with her, friend her. But it gave content, it gave credibility, and it was fun and it was cute and it was watchable. Like you wanted to keep watching. It was cute. She did it on a kazoo day, the day of kazoos.
National Kazoo Day.
I didn't take my kazoo yesterday.
I didn't either.
I handed out kazoos.
Oh my God, sorry.
So you'll see a lot of people out there doing these podcasts. I don't know a lot about the podcast, but I'm about to learn more about that. But I see that, so I met one of my contacts in Ahwatukee. I met one of her friends who's in Mesa, and she said, do you know so-and-so, some agent out in Ahwatukee, I think. And I said, I don't, let me look him up. Oh yeah, I've heard of him, I don't know. And she said, oh my gosh, he sends me his podcast. I watch it every week. When I buy or sell, I'm using him.
Oh.
I was like, holy cow, what about me? I'm right in front of you, lady. Right? Like, what? What about me? So podcasts, I don't know. She says she gets it in her inbox and she watches it.
I don't think you necessarily have to have a
I've never
podcast, but
watched
if
one.
you can get on someone's podcast for like one episode or something, that'd be cool. I know that there's some real estate podcasts out there locally that want agents to be on
Yeah.
episodes.
So
and
this
then
is our
you can-
next epiphany. Our next big thing is gonna be these podcasts, I think, because we're gonna start getting more information. But does anyone have any experience in that? No? Okay, so if you're looking for nothing to do, do a podcast or do a blog, blogs still work. Google still picks them up, all those little keywords, and puts you at the top of the ranks. So if you don't have a blog situation on your website, WordPress is the way to go. And I have a GoDaddy account. I can create a WordPress website, and then I can put blogs on there. There's also, what's our web, Frankie or Christy would know. What's our Griffin Porter Homes website under? Agent. So MLS offers a free website. It's in your product section of your MLS, and it's called Agent something.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, go to Griffin Porter Homes at the very, very bottom. It'll say who that is. But you can just have a website right there if you don't have one now, just so you know, and it's free.
Well, it's included in your MLS.
I don't need my phone anymore.
subscription.
I'm like, why am I, okay. Anyway, yeah, that video app though, you guys, I cannot wait to hear your feedback.
Tsunami.
I wanna see everyone's video, send them to me, yeah? Okay, search your name. Make sure that when you search your name, it says that you're a realtor, and it says that you're a successful realtor, and it says that how great you are, because the minute you meet someone at open house and you give them your card, and they think they might use you, they're gonna go Google you. So just make sure you know what's out there and then manage it. Here's a tip, if, so one of the teams, before I was in real estate, or I was just kind of dabbling in it, one of the teams had a bad review on their Zillow account. And they came to me, because I used to do all this stuff for people. They came to me and they're like, how do I get rid of this bad review? And I'm thinking, one bad review? How is that even affecting your life, right? Okay,
It does though, doesn't it?
it does, it affects your life.
Yeah.
So, the only way to do that and to manage that on most sites is to send out to your sphere and your clients and say, please review me, so that that bad review gets pushed way down and it doesn't even show up on the first or second page. It's the only way on a lot of sites. So if you do find that you've got a bad review or something that somebody decided to comment, because people are not always nice, then now you know, just reach out, get more people on there to push it down.
That website is called Agent Squared on the MLS.
Dallas, thank you.
Of course.
Agent Squared, free website. And people can search on the website, you can share the website, lead capture on it. Oh, speaking of, send an email and ask for referrals, but when you do, give them the list, the hot links, so copy and paste your Zillow profile and say, are you on Zillow? Here's this link. Do you have a Realtor.com account? Here's that link. Do you Yelp? There's that link, right? And give them all the links so that it's easy for them just to click and post for whatever account they have. Facebook reviews are great. Host an event, ask your friends to bring friends. I like events. I like socializing. So just it's an opportunity to meet more people. And how many times do you meet people at a party or an event, and next thing you know, you're Facebook friends, right? That's how it's done, right? I'm Facebook friends. Oh my God, Lisa, nice to meet you. Oh, I found you on Facebook. Bing, right? It's so easy.
And then you realize that they're Facebook friends with like 20 other realtors.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about your content.
It's all, and how much follow-up.
Totally.
The one that follows up the most gets,
And it's all about your content. Can you relate to them? And if you're commenting, oh my gosh, time to buy a new house. Host an event. I did that one. Okay, write a personal note and actually mail it. Don't just like let it sit on your counter. All those Facebook marketing, all the free social media sites, they're all good content getters.
I just got a call from a thank you card that I sent out. They were like, thanks so much for the sweet thank you card. That made my day. Like, we'll totally be using you when we
Thank you for the
go to
thank you
Sal.
card.
It was in McCormick Ranch.
What's funny is people go to their mailbox, and it used to be exciting to go to your mailbox. Oh my God, I got letters, because letters were how to communicate. Now you go to your mailbox and it's all junk mail and bills
There
and
isn't mail anymore.
nothing good. So when they get a note, they're like, what is this? Oh my God, somebody actually hand wrote a note. It's a oldie but a goodie, and it works. Thanks for the feedback, that's awesome.
It is true, it makes you open it a lot.
They get
A lot
open.
faster now too, you're like, hey, somebody actually did this.
Somebody actually like wants to
This must
send me
be
a
important.
message, and it's not on Facebook, it's not on
Yeah,
Instagram.
right.
They didn't direct message me.
Yeah, it made my day when they called me and said it made their day. It was like so cool.
It is
just
cool.
A couple days ago.
If you
Yeah.
can spend the time, and don't overthink it, just say, hey, was thinking about you. Yeah? Did you have something?
No, that was
Oh.
it, that was it, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Just when you open it up and you, or when you grab your mail, and you see it's handwritten.
Yeah.
It's
This is actually something,
unbelievable.
yeah.
And there's an actual stamp on it, it's not
Yeah.
just run through a thing.
I'm like, wow, this isn't automated. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so things to do daily. Okay, so I told you guys about the hot sheet, I think that one's, it's on here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
There it is.
real estate news, just get to know what's going on in your market and nationally. A lot of times what happens nationally eventually comes here, so just keep an eye on that, and it also gives you not only content, but conversation pieces. Post on social media, do your social media plan, I think that's really important. If you guys have a plan, it might actually get done. But don't forget to be also personal on there, because you gotta be personal, because otherwise people will be like, let's mute her. Call your sphere, look at the hot sheet and use it. Whatever your morning routine is, incorporate the hot sheet into it. I swear that's a game changer. And then fill up your lead funnel. So if you're sitting there going, okay, what can I do today? I hope this helped. I hope it gave you guys some ideas. Check out that video site though. I think it's like turnkey. It gives you the script. It gives you the editing. And the first one is free, and then it's $49 for everyone after that, is what they told me.
How many
And,
do you know?
hmm?
How many do you know?
I just learned about
Oh,
it.
okay.
I can't wait, I'm gonna do one today. It's on my list. Yeah, so when you're at your listings, you guys have these beautiful listings, or if you're at an open house and it's not your listing, that's a perfect backdrop to do anything. You know, it's a house that's ready to sell. So, do you guys have anything, any questions, any comments? Thanks for coming today.
That was good. Thank you.
What time is it? Are we?
We're good. Yeah, we're done.
Is it 11?